Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing Meet Your Maker. And today I'm going to create a base within the workshop, the place where I've been calling the workshop in the game when I've been doing all my workshop videos. It was called the Apollo. And because the Apollo just is really not usable on a real good side because it's all cluttered with the bedrock, then, I'm going to make an actual base here today. I forgot these things were up here. I'm going to make an actual base here today that will be usable moving forward until we can master it. And then whatever burial ground I purchase in the future that's more conducive to a workshop, that's what we're going to use for the workshop. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm only going to use 3 traps and 1 guard. And it's just thought, well, why not? Let's just kind of handicap myself a little bit. And I kind of thought of what traps I want to do. I want to use the corrosive cube. I want to use the incinerator. And what I want to use is the piston. And you're probably going to say to yourself, well, geez, you picked the easiest traps that will kind of work together. And yeah, I am. But I think I can build a base that can be productive with just those 3 traps. So why not? And then the mob that I'm thinking of, the guard that I'm thinking of using, I was debating between the Cannonback and the Hornet. But I think I'm going to go with the Hornet only because of its mobility. And I think that's it right there. So we're going to build a base with just those 4 assets, and we're going to see how well it does. So I've already put a line to the Genmat. That's a valid path for Harvey. But we're going to be kind of using this part of the building. So I'm going to go with white. As I had said in the past, sometimes when I want to do the maybe it's just the angle. There we go. I want to do all at once. I like using the white because then I'm not really gimping it all that much. I mean, I could use other colors and whatnot to kind of blend the traps, but I get such a high kill ratio that I stopped doing that. I stopped trying to gimp it that way. I mean, there's no I'm not trying to say anything negative about blending your traps in. Okay, if that's part of your thing, if that's your stick, that's fine. But when I'm trying to tone down my bases, I kind of stop doing that because I need to tone them down a little bit. So I stopped doing the blending. Just that's my personal preference. I will add ambiance to a map, but I won't add ambiance to a map with the hope that I'm trying to blend the traps. I guess that's what I'm saying. All right, so let's come around this corner here. So for these traps, I think to work well, we're going to have some corners. I think I've got a pathway. Okay, so I'm gonna have to close this gap here. All right, looking good, looking good. All right, so I've got to deal with this bedrock that's right here. All right, and I'll be capping that later. Coming around this corner. Oh, I can't. So I won't be able to come this way. Oh, I can remove that. I can't remove that bed. I can't put one here. So this path I made is going to be foiled by that one bedrock because I need to come around this corner somehow. Now the other option I've got is to go up, or can I go? I can't really go in that direction, and I can't go down. I mean, we made it this far. I thought I don't need that there. I thought I had the clearance because I got to get around that somehow. Okay, this can be destroyed. This was all put here in one of my workshop videos. So none of this needs to be here. I used it for the gravity trap. So that means that, oh no, I did the gravity trap thing not with a... So what I'm going to do is I guess I'm going to just try to go... No, because I won't be able to box this in at all either. So I can't go in this direction. Now that I'm thinking about it, I am pretty much SOL. Geez, this bedrock. This is the reason why it was not that successful of a map for me, because of this bedrock just being in a very terrible configuration. It's like dead weight. Now I could go underneath it probably, but I wanted to try to stay. On the same plane for these traps to work well. So I'm going to. Oh wow! I'm just going to have to abandon this entire. I thought I had the clearance. I feel like an idiot now that I've wasted your time with that. I thought I had the clearance to come around that corner. So that's fine. We'll just go this way. All right. Oh, I should be able to get out there. And then go this way. I don't need to keep that block here. Okay. So I need it to go. Okay, Harvey needs to go in that direction. I'm gonna go like this. Oh. That means I don't need that one, and I definitely don't need the one. It don't matter. I mean, I'm gonna be so under capacity with this thing anyway, with the traps that I've decided to use. Okay, so that is that. It's always good if you incorporate the tomb in your build, so I'll be able to put the tomb here. All right, looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. All right. So now we just got to box this in. All right. These new hellscape things, I do like those. I think I'll add some ambiance with that before we end, depending on how long this video is. Okay, so I should be able to box this in. Okay. All right. And then I have to put one there. So that puts this Genmat in this room. And now I just have to, come on, do that. And that's really the layout. I mean, it's a really short layout, and as you know me, I like short layouts. That doesn't really hurt my feelings all that much. Okay, I'm gonna delete these traps here that I had put here. It doesn't hurt my feelings all that much that if it's a short layout. All right, so let's here I want to hit R. And I want to put that in like that. Definitely want an angle there. And I think what I want to do is angle this here. Like that. And I want this to be an angle. Like that. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to put a block there to cap that. Whoop. Okay, we're looking good here. We're looking good. Whoop. I keep on hitting the button when I don't really want to be hitting the button. All right, so I want to cap this. Now, as you can see, I've made some room too high because, like I said, I want to put hornets in here. So I'm anticipating putting hornets in here, and I want them to have the room to flutter around. Flutter around. Oh, did I block that again? I did. Actually, that's going to be perfect like that. So we're just going to do that. Okay. As I was saying, our block placement doesn't have to be perfect, and we could be wasting some capacity here. That's fine. I mean, I'm not going to nitpick it. I'm going to probably be well under the capacity by the time I get done this. Okay, so we're going to go in. We're just going to do the walk here to make sure we have no open spaces. Yep, no open spaces. Oop. I guess don't think that wall needs to be there. Yep. Ah, there we got a space right there. All right. That's the cutout that I made coming around this corner. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, and then we go downstairs. Okay, I don't think we need that block there because we can put that block there. Okay, yeah. And this brings us into the Genmat area. And this is it. Okay, perfect. I think this is pretty cool. I really do. I think this is a pretty cool setup. I think we can do it with the traps that I've promised that we can do. And it's a pretty simple setup. So on this one here, let's put the Inferno in because that was one of the ones that we decided we wanted to do. And I'm just going to put the... Oh, no, that's a bomb injector. Whoops, sorry. Sometimes I click short and I don't know why. Okay, so this one I want to put napalm on. And I want to put Dragon's Breath on. And so we hit Y. And that's going to show us as they dip around this corner. Okay, see how they're going to... As they dip into this corner... but what's the problem with this is they're going to dip in and they're just going to run in this direction, right? So, okay, so that, and we can't really change the stairs. So what we want to do here, what do we want to do? What we're probably going to have to do so they don't do the dip in is use one of the pistons that I promised you would be in the, as one of the ones. And let's put it on this back wall there. And let's put blockade and burning piston on that. All right. And I want to put one right here, right in front of the hall. And this one, you just want burning piston. All right. So this way, if they step in to deal with these two things, they have to deal with the... now, putting a piston anywhere in here would be a waste of a piston. Because what it is they're just going to go down and get what they need. They're not going to go down here. They might come down here to kill this trap, but to load another piston in here, I think would be a waste of capacity because really they could ignore it once they get past these two pistons. But what we can do is put a piston there. So piston, 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 and then they're stuck here. Now, if they're stuck here waiting for a piston, maybe we go angle on this one here. All right, let's go angle on this. All right. All right. So I think, and then we just got to make that a block again and put it up there. I think that would incorporate that where that guy's standing. And yep, another incinerator trap. So I put it there. So let's hit Y on that. Whoop, hit the wrong key. I'm sorry. So yeah, so basically that trap. Let's hit the Y off this one so we're not seeing the overlap. So if the person dips into here at all, that Inferno is going to get them. So that's a pretty good setup right there. That's a pretty good setup. So the reason I wanted these little guys here is I wanted to be able to use them in this this is why I want to include these so that I wanted to incorporate them in this room here. Incorporating that as my fourth trap. Just to kind of freak them out. A room full of these things. That's kind of freaky out. And what we can do is we can we can put one here, and we want to leave that open. We want to put that there. I want to put one there. I want to put one there. I want to put one there. I just thought this would be a freaky way of doing the end room. And we're probably wasting some capacity here. All right, so we're down into this room here. And now what I want to do is on this wall here, I want to put an incinerator. And on this, I want to put a napalm. And I don't think I need Dragon's Breath, so we don't need Dragon's Breath, because if we hit Y, that should easily make it. So the only way they can get there. Now I'm going to leave this the way it is, so somebody has a chance of shooting that. Because if I could make this opaque, so I could be a little scurve and block that. So the only way they could deal with it is to dip around this corner, but I'm not. I like to leave my corrosive cubes so people can shoot through them, and that allows them to get around my craziness. So I'm going to obviously put another one, Inferno Trap there, so that when they come around this corner, and what else could I add in here? I think I've exhausted. I could add a piston trap in. Why don't we add a piston trap right here? Yeah, why don't we do that? And yeah, I think that will be not on the floor though. I think it'd be. I can't do it in the ceiling because I got a cube there. I can do it on this wall though. I think that would be good because they'll come around and see it. They'll go after it. They'll probably go after this Inferno, not realizing that Inferno is there. All right. So the other thing I want to add to this room is a Hornet, because the room is big enough for a Hornet, even with the crazy the crazy things. The Hornet, if you don't pad them in there, actually, no, I'm not going to do a Hornet here because I think that would be too much, and I don't think it would get as much out of the Hornet because the Hornet would be kind of trapped. Because I was just going to have him go up and down here, and then when he saw aggro, he would then go in this direction, but then maybe this would kill him, or the Inferno Trap. So he'd kind of be trapped. He would have to have stayed here, which he wouldn't have been very beneficial. So he wouldn't have worked well with this design. So I'm now thinking to myself, that was stupid for me to even mention that a Hornet would be nice there. All right, well, I think down here looks fine. I mean, I don't want to gimp it out too much. I think piston, I don't want to do that, too much of a gimp. So let's go up here, and we've got this corner we made with the piston. All right, we got a piston down here. Let's put another Inferno Trap here. We'll put napalm on this one, and then we will put a piston right here, and this piston will be on burning piston and blockade, and I don't think I can get another piston in. I could get a piston in there, which I will. I'm gonna do it like that. Actually, one of those should not be on blockade. Maybe this one not on blockade, because you want them to be different. So when one's open, the other one's closed. So if you double them up like that, one not on a barricade, I think it's called, or is it blockade? Blockade. If you got one on blockade and the other one no, they kind of go on different cycles, so it kind of blocks that corner. All right, so here, why don't we just put our first Hornet right here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put reflex and dead man switch on this guy, and then I'm going to just kite him out, and that's it. So basically, it just comes out into the hall and goes back in. See how he's coming out in the hall, and then he goes back in. Yep, that's all I really want to do. And I'm not going to put an Inferno Trap here because that would kill him if that's the case. And what I'm going to also do is this is why I put these as angles like I did. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get this guy in there, but no, I think a Sentinel would go there, but because it's a Hornet, it's not going to go there, and that's bedrock. I can't delete it. So, well, we're going to perch this guy. Let me see here. I could perch him up there. Oh, yeah, I can just perch him up there. Yeah, I guess I'll perch him up there. Let's go to... We can't do traps. We've got to actually do a block. All right. So why don't we put him... I mean, maybe the Hornet wasn't the best. Maybe the Cannoneer would have been better. But we're going to make it work, right? I mean, why not? So right now I just have him going over to that back corner and then flying back. And again, we're going to put dead man switch on him, and because it's such a tight area, so when the thing falls to the ground, the dead man switch has a chance to fire. Now I should be able to put a cube here, and Harvey should be able to still have his pathing. So he's going to path around and making this a tight area, right? So I wish I could make, and I can make that because that's the other pathway. So I can make that a curved piece. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button again. Okay, I can make that a curved piece. Yep. And what does I do above it? I'll have to put a thing about it. So they come around this corner, and then I could put my incinerator right there. Because they'll be coming around the corner, bam. And that also means that the best thing to do is to put a piston right there. Right? I mean, that probably be the best thing, is put it there or on that. It'd make them it'd force them to step in. Yeah, I think maybe here would be better. I mean, they can wait for it to be extended, then hit it. But then they got to step in if they want to hit it with the sword, which puts them there. And then my Hornet can deal with them from a distance as they're dealing with that trap. So really the the base is pretty much done. I mean, right now I'm comfortable with it. I think it would be fun as it is now with only those traps being selected. Let's see here. I've got capacity, so I might as well just gooey it up some. Why don't we put that up there and that up there. I think I can get that there. Yeah. Actually, you know, it wouldn't probably hurt to put an incinerator right there on the first in, right? I mean, there's an incinerator, and then it wouldn't hurt to probably put a piston right here. I can't put one there, but I can put one there. Why would I put one there? Yeah, why not? I got capacity, right? I got capacity. Why not? Nah, I don't want to put one there. So they come around the corner. There's one. There's a piston. And then they come into here. All right. So what I want to do is I want to put an Inferno up here. That's why I angled it when I started. There we go. Put a little Inferno in there. I could put napalm on that. That would not hurt. And let's put another corrosive cube, right? And no, let's not. I think that would be better. All right, so they come in, they look up. Now I could put an incinerator right up there. Yeah, I'll put an incinerator there too. So if they go running in, then put one there too. So go running in, there's an incinerator, they can shoot it or whatnot. They go running in, there's 2 incinerators up there, bam, bam. I come around the corner, incinerator, piston. Up here, I got my Hornet running around. And then I come around this corner, piston, incinerator. I guess I could put another piston there. I don't know why. No, I don't want to do that because I want to give the Hornet its due. I could put another piston there. I don't think a piston would even go there. I think it's a mute. No, I guess one would go there. So that it's really tough to put one there because that Hornet might fly into it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to leave that Hornet be. Probably should have picked a different guard for this, but we picked what we picked. I'm going to make it work. Okay, so this I think is all well and good. All well and good. Oh, geez, this looks good. I mean, someone's going to think I tried to really gimp this, but I'm trying to do it with these, and I'll do probably another video. We're doing it with just a few types of traps and see what kind of ratio we get. I think we're good. So I think what we're at 1953 out of 2,275. So I have not capped my capacity. So let's just go to the decals, and I think what I want to do, I like this decal here, and I'm just going to paint some of this wall with it. I mean, I'm not using it to blend traps in. I'm just kind of making it look weird down here, right? because it's just a decal. It doesn't cost anything. All right. It's just a little decal that we put on it. All right, we'll go up here. You can rotate it with the little middle mouse button. Okay. All right. Okay, I think that looks good. And I think what we want to do is just put one there. And then let's go to the other decal, which is, okay, that's not, which one do I want? I want this one here. I think I just want to paint these walls. I won't get them near that trap. Just paint a little bit of these walls, just for some ambiance. I definitely want to paint this area. I mean, this I'm not worried about gimping it by trying to blend traps in. I think what I want to do is, okay, so I think we'll just put some up here, some on the wall, on the ceiling, maybe one there. Okay, leave that open. Okay, I don't think that's gimping it. I think you can clearly see that that's a trap there. I just like the way that looks. All right, so then I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to do my normal face that I do for all the Tarkus Zone buildings. All right, and then I've got to put the candle lit decal on it, which is, oh, it's not that one, it's the candle lit one I want. I put the candle, whoop, not up there, Tarkus, right there is where I want it. I always click before I'm ready to, and now I'm gonna just go in here, maybe put it up there, some candlelight. Put the candlelight there. That looks cool as heck. Oh yeah, Tarkus likes. All right, so we'll come down here. Put it here on that wall. We'll put it on that. I can't put it on that wall because of the decal. Okay, they come down. I can put it on this wall. Okay, they come down here. They can go this way. Oh, what do I got up there? Actually, I could put a incinerator up there. I see they got a corner, yeah, because if they come this way, that's, if they go in that direction, they got a chance of getting hosed. And I'm gonna put napalm on it, and I think it reaches the floor without having, yeah, it reaches the floor without having to extend it. All right, I think that will do that, and nothing behind the cubes. All right, I think it's looking good. I think we've got ourselves a little dungeon, and I think we've done it effectively. I think we've done it with some flair and some fun. Let me just see what we're at. 2,000 capacity. We got 200 left. So why don't we, as we said, we've agreed to do hornets. So why don't we put a hornet there, put a hornet there. Hit F. I want deadman switch on them, and I want to fly him around. I'll just fly him around up here, flying them around, and hit F. And then I want to put the same thing on this one. It shoots fast, and it's got a deadman switch. Flying around, and flying around, and hit F. All right, I still have, oh no, I'm right there. I think I've done it. Boom. That's it. That's it in a nutshell, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to get it into the live, and let's see how well it does, right? I'll do a video on it. I don't know what I want to call this yet, but I mean, I'll definitely have a name for it. Maybe we'll call it the Incinerator. I mean, because it seems like it's got a lot of incinerators in there. I mean, maybe I'll just pull my trigger on it now and just call it the Incinerator. So why don't we call it the Incinerator, and then we'll see how well it does when I put it into live. All right, well, thank you for joining me. This has been the Tarkus Zone.